Razorback Stadium. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, Nick Hall again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Tommy Rowe on the sideline.
Arkansas's head coach told me before the game, he understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Smith takes the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Razorbacks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Conditions. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on third down. Finds his target. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Just had to get rid of it. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Red Evan on the RPO. There he goes. Inside the 30. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense in a bunch formation. The give is to Smith. Could be an alley. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching. I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
3rd and long right here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback gets past the marker. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Bennett. On the move at the 30. Makes the catch and he's free. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sellers. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith takes the handoff. Got the 1st down. Flying out to the left. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a crease to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Runs for the tackle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw. Out wide right, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. This quarterback, part of their running game, doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Fuller. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give is to Smith. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hauls it in. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Smith. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Under pressure. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Tuggle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. The 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with UAB taking on the Temple Owls. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Sellers. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Out wide right, it's Bennett. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
Second and long here. To the edge, it's Fuller. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Turning it on! He's at the 40. He's at the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
In the red area, it's Smith. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jackson will throw. Right side, it's Marshall. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Arkansas! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a huge play. Brings it down on the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. Goes high to pull it in. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got the first down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Yet a hat trick of touchdowns. touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Russell.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the move. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Out wide right, it's Bennett. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Throws quickly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Tosses it incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Gets the back moving. Here's Sellers to throw. Left side is Fuller. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Sellers through the noise. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing Sellers. Look out! Find some time. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some first downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. And man, as this offense seized control of this game with the last couple of drives, and they'll try to keep it going here and put it away. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's past the sticks. All by himself down the middle. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Once he got a step, it was all over right streak. This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this Hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Long way to go on second down. Sellers shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. They're all over him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Well, this quarterback has had a